Who's ready for a little story now? Episode 2. The FiberPrincessMama. Mattresses are burning. As we return to the land of the mattress mamas, we realize that the Lori Davis self-proclaimed Google mama is nowhere to be found. Realizing the shitstorm of the century was coming, she had gotten out of town before the shit got real. Good job, honey. The FiberPrincessMama was still backed into a corner. There was the fallout between her and the wannabe reality star. She had been kicked to the curb by the East Coast shorty mama and the good witches, and she now managed to turn the pearl-wearing green mama against her by insulting his mama in training, the Aaron Brockovich big-haired mama, over a logo. The only thing left to do would be to pair up with the only mama left who might be desperate or insane enough to work with her. That would be the Sandra Bullock mama, or maybe it's the other sister mama, or the Irish sister mama. I get them all confused. They were now BFFs forever, or at least until she was done being useful. Most people in this situation would have had a moment of introspection, realized where they went wrong, and figured out how to do better. But this mattress mama didn't evolve like the rest of us. Just like the second grader on the playground yelling, "I know you are, but what am I?" she decided to show everyone that nothing bothered her by changing her name to Mattress Mama #1 and saying how funny and brilliant it was and how much she laughed at the story, and the person who had written it had a gift for writing in words, and it definitely didn't bother her. Tee-hee! Unfortunately, since the Lori Davis self-proclaimed Google Mama was safe in a land far, far away, the FiberPrincessMama had to write it without autocorrect, and she spelled it very badly. Remember, poor spelling is one of the effects of the brain being horizontal and in bed for too long. It's a condition called peri-mama mattressitis. But it wasn't working. Nothing was working. Her sub count was stalling. She was finally starting to see that people didn't like her and that they just tolerated her, and their tolerance was starting to wane. She did what most would do after they failed in every other avenue in the entertainment industry. She turned to radio. While she definitely had a face for radio, the radio channel also was not thriving. So the only thing left to do was to drop the disability grift, come clean, and go to plan B. So, on the Sandra Bullock Mama's panel, she went on a 14-minute rant, showing picture after picture of her doing everything, from camping, to shopping, to exercising, to barbecuing, to traveling, to swimming, and everything else that mattress mamas didn't do. But wait. Being on YouTube for 5 hours used to be more than she could handle, and now she was touting how, "I did errands, we went out to a restaurant, and it was a beautiful day, and I enjoyed the sun," as if we were the stupid ones, forever thinking that she couldn't do these things in the first place. She got us, right? Like, what are we, in Ziggy's multiverse again? Then, just like in the movies, she took off her 5-day-old leopard crusty PJs, stood up out of her unmade bed in her unkept room, and exclaimed she was wealthier than God, if God lived in a small, lower, middle-class town in Wisconsin, of course. And there it all was, the illnesses and the disability and the mattress. It was all a ruse. The tale that she needed to get disability to survive because she couldn't work was a ruse. What the double disability scam fuck? Tired of the sham, she jumped at the opportunity to leave the Sandra Bullock Mama's channel and go back to her own channel, thinking she could start selling memberships, and start her next grift. Now remember when she said she would never do memberships? Especially not one where your membership dollars are just a donation. You don't get anything extra for it. That's right. So in addition to her daddy's money and her husband's allowance, she gets your money, and she doesn't even have to work for it. She must have the most loyal supporters around. Well, the community had had enough, and the trolls were now out for blood, or whatever it is she has coursing through her veins. She was hoping for a forgive and forget, but she got more of a fuck you and fuck that. Is her ass jealous of the shit coming out of her mouth, or what? Let's just say she was about to make Precious Chaos look like the most beautiful and popular prom queen to ever exist. Put that in your PJs and forget to wash them for a month. Clearly, no troll was left behind, because they were all in her chat, questioning the logic of her relationship with the Sandra Bullock Mama, asking her about when she doxed and insulted everyone and anyone while in the Wannabe Reality Stars panel, and then they started in full view laying little dox nuggets for anyone to grab to use and completely dox her, right down to the size of her horns and tail. Quickly, the chat got out of control. The real Heidi-Ho from hell came out. She threatened everyone. She said that her family knew very important people in town, that she could do anything to anyone. Just saying. That they were packing guns and they weren't afraid to use them. Just saying. And that with her family's money, connections, her weapons, and loose screws, that everyone should be afraid. Be very afraid. Just saying. Because she was Daddy's girl and the apple of her husband's eye, she could make them go after anyone, anytime. Just saying. So where in the absolute fuck do we go from here, right? Tune in next time when we visit the Sandra Bullock Mama at the Guinness Book of World Records, where she's getting an award for the most times passive-aggressively saying she's going to cancel her channel for attention. The Crayola, even on 2x speed, doesn't make her talk fast enough for me sidekick at the housing office, where she is trying to evict everyone for living rent-free and racking up electric bills. And the Tony the Tiger stand-in, who is trying hard to be part of the gang, even though we have no idea where she came from or what she's doing, but she's cute and she sounds like Purple Knight, so we'll keep her. And, of course, the FiberPrincessMama. Hopefully she will be somewhere in a land far, far away, because she's getting annoying and, like, sick as fuck to talk about. So, anyway, I hope you liked the story. Bye!